Dovizioso and ruined Ducati's hopes to win the championship.
You hear that ripping sound of contracts.
Well, he'll be walking home.
Yeah,
exactly.
We're going to find out in the next 2 or 3 laps.
He's asking Dovizioso, what have you got? Marquez has decided that he's going to try and make a break for it here. Still a long, long way to go. 10.5 laps as they drop down into turn number 9. Marquez half a second clear.
On an overtaking manoeuvre on the previous lap by Marquez when he went past Petrucci here. It was who's going to brake latest in the spray, and he held his nerve. And Petrucci's right leg was out, but it couldn't prevent Marquez coming through.
Well, it was a classic block pass from Marquez. He had the inside line. He knew that dropped into the 156s. Marquez, the fastest man in this race, at 156.713. Zarco doggedly holding off Alex Rins.
Alex Rins knows, doesn't he? Catching Zarco is one thing, actually getting past him is another. Alessio Spargo having a really good, and you've got to say,
conditions of fighting for his first victory for Ducati, but since the early laps he's been really left floundering, Lorenzo. At the moment he is almost 20 seconds off the pace of the lead battle. He's run into some major grip issues, Lorenzo.
Well, you've got to say, Marquez hasn't broken Andre Dovizioso, has he? In a long way away from being decided.
This was Marquez's move. It was a game of chicken on the brakes, really, wasn't it? Marquez, he had the inside line. He knew there was nothing Petrucci could do about it. Petrucci couldn't tip in. Marquez had the inside line, ran the tight line to the apex.
Dovizioso fighting it out here in Japan. Are they fighting it out for the ultimate crown? The 2017 MotoGP World Championship as they come through turn 1.
Yeah, one mistake now for either of these two will be a monumental moment.
Lining up all the time as well. There you go, 21 points will be the gap, but of course it would be a massive turnaround if Dovizioso can do it, because it will go down to 11 points, won't it?
Yeah, this could be a pivotal race in the outcome of the 2017 MotoGP World Championship.
But it would be 11, wouldn't it, if Dovizioso beat him?
Yeah. Yes,
I'm
it
glad
would be,
you nodded your head, because I thought I might have got that wrong.
Yeah, maths was never my strong subject at school, but I can work out that 16 minus 5 is 11. Yeah, I've just about got there on that one. I've been sat in this comedy.
Who's going to be leading the way to the victory corner in 8 laps' time? Is it going to be Marquez or Dovizioso? They cross the line now. 8 to go here in Japan.
Looks like Cal Crutchlow's crashed again. It's been a day to forget for Crutchlow. They need to pack up and move on to a year ago, but it's all about these 2 men at the front of the field, Marquez and Andrea Dovizioso.
Petrucci 3rd, Zarco and Rins still fighting out. Iannone 6th, Alessio Spargo 7th, 8 Vinales, 9 Lorenzo, and 10 Baz.
There's Cal Crutchlow, showered in sparks from his LCR Honda.
Back at the front, Marquez and Dovizioso, that gap just a little bit bigger as they come through turn 9. Turn 9 means they have 7.5 laps remaining of this 24-lap race, and Petrucci doing a brilliant job in 3rd place. He's hanging in there.
Gap now to just under 0.8 of a second. He's really testing Andrea Dovizioso now, Marquez. What do you do? The risk over reward ratio will come into play now. We know that Marquez, he is the ultimate risk taker. He's showed that in the last 2 races in Aragon and in Misano.
Surely pulling back the advantage of Rins and Zarco in this battle for 5th place.
Rock solid defence by Johan Zarco, though. He has not given Rins a sniff at taking that 4th place from him. Back with Alessio Spargo, who's having a fairly lonely ride in 7th place at the moment. 5-7 appear to be fading seriously fast here. He just has not got the pace to go with Marquez and Dovizioso. Has he just abused that extra soft rear tyre, perhaps a little bit too much to keep himself at the front of this race in the early part?
We ride with Dovizioso, the man in front, as the graphic tells you, down towards the 90-degree corner. Let's have a listen.
Yeah, you can see Dovizioso moves to the right-hand side of the track again just to make sure he had clear track, wasn't being impeded by the spray being kicked up by Marquez's factory Honda.
I've got to say, visually, he's a little bit closer again.
156.568. Even though he got that rear tyre spinning up as well as he came out of victory corner. So Dovizioso, he said yesterday, if he felt comfortable and confident, he would go for the victory, and he's trying to attack Marquez. Dovizioso piling the pressure on down into turn 3.
Oh, what a great race.
Dovizioso then strikes potentially a crucial blow. Live championship standings, it will be down to just 11 points going to Phillip Island. What has Marc Marquez got to retaliate? We know that Marc Marquez is one of the strongest and most aggressive fighters in the history of the World Championship. He will not be...
Marquez will not take this. Word is not to say it, probably lying down, but he is not going to take this lightly. Onto the back straight, down towards the 90-degree corner. But Dovizioso is on the charge, and he is opening up an advantage over the world champion and the championship leader. It would, wouldn't it?
He's got no fingernails left for the flight down to Australia. Straight away then, Andrea Dovizioso still in the 156 is that last time around. Marquez dropped into the 158. Dovizioso immediately able to open up an advantage of almost 9/10 of a second. This was the crucial overtake on the brakes at turn.
There's many in a MotoGP paddock, but perhaps worldwide, doubt the championship credentials of Andrea Dovizioso. Watch this ride by Dovi.
Rins has finally made it through on Johan Zarco, then Alex Rins up to a fantastic 4th place. Zarco now has got to contend with the second of the factory Suzuki. It will be Suzuki's best result of the season by a long, long way. In fact, they've not had a top 6 all year, have they, Suzuki? So there's a bit of bragging rights at stake here between Rins and Iannone.
Yeah, I've got to say, Suzuki deserve a bit of success. They really have had a wretched time after such a great season last year. Would not be surprised. But he's keeping it constant now, isn't he? Dovizioso is not pulling away anymore.
No, he's not. Over the line they come, then a start, lap number 21, just 4 to go here in Motegi. 6/10 of a second, the gap.
And 4. This is where Marquez crashed on a Friday.
Ducati have not won here since Casey Stoner in 2010. What a time to win in Japan. But you do know that Marc Marquez...
It's not over.
It's not over. Marc Marquez will fight like his life depends on it. Yeah, keep your emotions in track, just go for the stone-faced approach.
Yeah, right, down towards turn 9 they come. Marquez certainly has closed the gap on Andrea Dovizioso. They splash their way up to the hairpin and then onto the back straight, and we know how... We ride with Dovizioso, no sign of that Honda getting up the inside that time round. He is not close enough. Through the tunnel, back into the rain, up towards the victory corner. Oh, how Andrea Dovizioso wishes it was the victory corner on the last lap.
Marquez carries unbelievable pace.
To win the race, but it should be another podium.
Yeah,
Iannone is absolutely flying.
Whoa, Marquez up the inside of Dovizioso at turn 3. He picks up the Italian, ruthless as always, by Marc Marquez. He's back in the lead.
Right, what has Andrea Dovizioso got left?
What a move by Dovizioso at the 130R. He's holding firm as well through turn number 7. This is the last lap in Austria. All over again, Dovizioso from Marc Marquez as they sweep through turn number 8.
Down towards turn 9 they come. The Ducati just holds the advantage. Here comes Marquez again.
Dovizioso then trying to get a bit of clear track behind Marc Marquez. He won't be close enough to strike this time around.
Oh, bit of a wobble on the brakes for Dovizioso. Pulls out of the spray though, so he can look up the inside of Marquez. But Marquez holds the advantage. Under the tunnel they come, into the left-hander, into the victory. And they come. Marquez leads the way. Dovizioso closes up on the Ducati. This is where Marquez caught him on the I'm sorry, it's a little bit further round on the last lap. Dovizioso fought back at turn 5 to take the lead. And Marquez holds the advantage coming into 3 and 4. 1.
So he was maybe getting a little bit too hot at turn 5. This is on the last lap where he launched that daring raid on Marquez. Breathtaking move up the inside at the 130R. Not close enough to repeat that move this time around.
They come up to the S-curve at this slight...
Crashed out of the race. We're in sector 3. This is where Marc Marquez has been brilliant all weekend.
We ride with Andrea Dovizioso. That is Marquez in front of him. He's not going to be close enough to have a go at the 90-degree corner. Pulls out of the spray. Absolutely launches the Ducati down the...
4.8 kilometres to go here in Motegi. It's advantage Marquez as they start the final lap.
They're separated by 16 points in the championship. It'll go up to 21. If Dovizioso could get past him, it would go down to 11. Danilo Petrucci crosses the line in 3rd place. All eyes now.
Marquez delivered the fastest lap of the race on the last lap. Can he do the same here to break Andrea Dovizioso and Ducati's hearts?
I think he's going to do it because he's into the tunnel through turn 5 on the last lap of the 24-lap race here in Japan, and Dovizioso is not close enough.
So can close right up as they come through turn number 9.
Lucky man, Marquez, but he held on to it as he often does, and Dovizioso was not able to take the advantage. Up towards the hairpin they come. Time is running out for the Ducati and Dovizioso.
Can Dovizioso get that to curve? Turn 12 for Andrea Dovizioso. He mugged Marquez on the last lap in, but Austria. Marquez comes through at the final corner. Is he going to run wide? Is history repeating itself like in Austria?
Dovizioso has done it here in Japan. His 5th victory of the...
On the podium in 3rd place. Andrea Iannoni's first top 6 for Suzuki in 4th. Rins a brilliant 5th. Jorge Lorenzo 6th. Johan Zarco